But I think so oftentimes we use unconditional love as an excuse to stick around and to not face the reality, right? And so there's a difference to me between like we're holding compassion for the other person's experience and exactly where they're at and being present to that. And unconditional love is not, I stay here to enable an unhealthy dynamic and to take myself down in the process, right?
That's a
And
good
I
point.
think, yeah, and sometimes this also can be wrapped up in our own like spiritual ideology. So I guess I just want to caution listeners to ask yourself, like, are you using that as an excuse to stay? And if so, just remember that love has many, it's vast, right? And one version of love is fierce love. It's the love where we face the difficult thing, we go towards the discomfort of potentially the breakup to do the right thing, which allows us to be in love with ourselves and with more people in such a bigger way than we even know is possible in an unhealthy relationship.
Beautiful.
That is
Such a good.
so powerful.
Yeah. Thank you, Courtney.
Spiritual bypassing is a real deal.
Yeah.
It's a real
We
deal.
can, pretend that we're perceiving it from a higher level of consciousness.
Yes.
Yeah.
And really all that we're doing is getting caught in our head and avoiding what we need to really turn towards with
Yeah.
compassion. Yeah. But we can avoid in all sorts of juicy and good ways, especially for those of you and all of us who are on a conscious path. We can use spiritual bypassing when things get uncomfortable.
Yeah, yeah. And I think too, like the take home here for me, again, it comes down to don't avoid the hard thing. The hard thing might be either it's leaving that person in the relationship or it's facing the conflict with the person in the relationship to see if you've exhausted all the possibilities for growing together, right? Either way, you have to face the difficulty. When you don't do that, that's when you get in that really nasty spiral. And then 10 years later, there you are. Nothing's changed. And now you're stuck and you have a bigger thing to dig yourself out of.
Yeah.
I love it.
Isn't it interesting that we're willing to be in that spiral of the hard thing every day rather than sort of rip the Band-Aid off, take a look and see what's really going on and make that hard one choice to either fully commit or change the dynamic or whatever it is, or to move out of the relationship because it's at least familiar. We don't like change. This uncomfortable every day is more comfortable it's more, we perceive it's more comfortable. It's not really, it's excruciating, but it's familiar. And so rather than hopping into or ending something and moving into something else or reconfiguring a relationship, we're willing to sacrifice ourselves to do the hard thing every moment of the day rather than can I just have this difficult moment. Not that there won't be difficult moments along the way, but to make this one big decision that is difficult rather than to do these little decisions every day that slowly, again, frog in the water, right?
Yeah.
As the heat gets turned up.
Yes.